looking at the footage of the protests and having that thought that I very rarely have, but you know, occasionally in certain situations you have this thought like, it looks like they could use some more white people at that protest, you know, because I've been white my whole life, and I've noticed that the police treat me differently, especially now that I'm middle-aged and have short hair. They treat me really differently than they treat a lot of other people in this society and in other societies. And so I just went there and stuck out. The town is mostly black. Almost all the cops are white. You can see it right away. Something isn't right. There's no funding for the schools, and they're being shut down. The powers that be don't give a shit about the town. They were walking in the street. It's the safest place to be. In case someone comes shooting, you got a better view to see. They were walking in the street. They weren't hurting anyone. Then came a white man with a badge and a gun. His hands were in the air. 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 Get the fuck on the sidewalk. That's what the cop said. He cut them off in his car. Fat face, blood red. The cop says he was attacked. And from a cursory check, it seems his fingers were assaulted by Michael Brown's neck. His hands were in the air. 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 There were witnesses who saw it. It was recorded on a phone. But the police couldn't handle the light that would have shown. She was forced to hand it over so they could try to hide away a racist execution in the middle of the day. His hands were in the air. 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 He had just finished high school and was off to college next. Instead he was shot and killed with no pretext. The media joined in, called the community a mob. A cop called them animals, while Michael's mother sobbed. His hands were in the air. 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 His hands were in the air.